Iron Man stood by the expansive glass windows, his armor gleaming in the fading light. He could see the city he vowed to protect sprawling beneath him, yet his thoughts were interrupted by the thunderous arrival of Thor. The god of thunder landed with a force that made the room tremble, his eyes blazing with an intensity that rivaled the storm lurking in the horizon.
You can't just swing your hammer and expect things to resolve themselves,
Iron Man argued, his voice a blend of frustration and concern.
The world is more complex than Asgard, Thor.
Thor stood firm, his grip on Mjölnir unyielding.
And yet your machines cannot comprehend the simplicity of justice.
He retorted, his voice echoing like rolling thunder. Iron Man turned, his armor whirring to life in response to his rising anger.
You think brute force is the answer to everything, but sometimes brains need to outmatch brawn,
he said, his tone sharp. Thor raised an eyebrow, his demeanor as immovable as a mountain.
And sometimes, Tony, a heart is needed to guide those brains,
he replied, his words a challenge as much as a reminder. Iron Man launched a barrage from his gauntlets, the blasts lighting up the room with their radiant fury. Thor, with a swift motion, summoned a bolt of lightning that crackled through the air, meeting the arc reactor's glow with equal brilliance.
Enough!
Thor bellowed, his voice barely audible over the chaos. But the battle raged on, neither willing to concede. Breathing heavily, Iron Man lowered his arm, his eyes meeting Thor's with a newfound respect.
We can't let our differences tear us apart,
he admitted, his voice tinged with sincerity. Thor nodded, his expression softening.
Aye, our strength lies in our unity, not our discord,
he agreed, extending a hand in truce. Iron Man and Thor looked out over the city, the horizon a tapestry of twinkling lights.
So, what's next?
Tony asked, a hint of mischief returning to his tone.
We protect.
Thor replied with a determined nod.
Together.
The promise hung in the air, solidifying their bond anew as they turned to face whatever challenges lay ahead.